hot and then it's cold. It's hot and then it's cold. Oh man. Mm. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Soul Alignment channel. So, y'all know I like to hop on here and spend my hour waiting for my daughter, just chatting with y'all on live. So, she had her therapy session. So, I'm just sitting in the car. I was like, let me hop on here. So, man, I'm really just in awe of where I am now, um, spiritually, and like trusting myself and trusting just my guidance, trusting my intuition. Like being in this space is such a beautiful space to be in because I struggled so long to get to this space of just trusting me. And it's like now that I've arrived to this space of trusting me, it's like things are so much clearer now. And I just love it. I love it. I don't feel like there's nothing. I'm not going to say nothing because there's many things, but one beautiful thing about life is just having clarity just on the things, because I feel like that's what I struggle with the most when I was experiencing things and things was happening and I didn't have clarity on why and didn't understand any of it. And it's like now to be in this space to just understand, like it just feels so freeing. It's like I'm not attached to the things and I'm just allowing it to be what it is. Like I wouldn't trade this for nothing. Like for real, because I know what the other side of the coin looks like. I wouldn't trade this for nothing. So I'm just I'm just so grateful. Like I posted um a picture that I took from the book I'm reading. Hi. The Four Agreements. And I was reading the part where it was talking about like what heaven on earth is. And I was like, this is what it is. It's like being at peace with yourself, fully accepting who you are, all of you, you know, honoring your truth, living your authentic, being your authentic self, living your truth. And I'm like, it's really heaven on earth. It's peace within yourself. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, thank you. Um, and that's what it is. It's like all the blockages that I felt like was there as far as receiving messages and understanding. Um, so I was born and raised in New Orleans and now I live in Colorado. Um, like it was just so much confusion. I didn't understand anything. And it's like now that I've let everything go and just come to this place of acceptance, like it's like I understand all the things because I understand me. And that's what helped me to understand just everything around me and what's out of my control, I let it go. Because before I was stressing so much about holding on to all the things and like trying to make it make sense to me. And it's just like now I'm in this space to where before I can even think something, like like it's just happening. I'm like my thoughts don't even finish and the universe is responding in the most beautiful way. Like it could be something as simple as like today I was up. Oh, what time is it there? It is 3. Hold on. It's 3:20 here. Um it's like I was sitting in bed earlier and I was thinking about when I was a kid. I think I was in like kindergarten, and we had a play. It was either kindergarten or first grade. And I can remember us doing this play to James Brown. And I was trying to remember the song, what song we performed to. And I was like, what was the name of that? And before I can even finish the thought, the song started playing in my mind. And I just thought that was so beautiful. I was like, oh yeah, that was the song. It was James Brown, I Feel Good. Yes, I'm in my car. I'm waiting for my daughter. She's in her therapy session. Um, so it was James Brown, I Feel Good. And I can remember that I performed. I remember it was a James Brown song. I couldn't remember what song until it came to me, but I can't remember like the exact dance. I just remember we had like some little green flowers and these cute little costumes, and and we performed to that song. So I couldn't remember the song, but they gave it to me. I was like, oh my goodness, I remember that. I just remember that memory. Such a beautiful one. But um yeah, it's just like everything is just clear for things to just flow now. And I love that. No more blockages. No more cutting myself off from experiencing all of the beauty in this life. So I just love that. But I was reading that book and it was talking about what heaven on earth is, and it's just accepting all of you, living your truth, not judging yourself, not judging others, not being attached to the things, and just allowing things to be what they are, you know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello. But just allowing things to be what they are. And I can remember when I first picked up that book and started reading it, I was nowhere near in that space or even understood exactly all the things that it was talking about. It confirmed a lot of stuff for me as far as things that I've always said growing up, things that I knew. So one of those things is that, like people being afraid to die and go to hell. I used to always say as a kid, like, this is hell. Like, hell is on earth. Like, you can experience hell within yourself, like inside of you. Like, people are suffering from internal hell, like within inside of themselves. And you can't escape that. So it's like, people think about hell like fire burning, but if you think about just the heaviness that people carry, and I can speak for myself, like the heaviness that I was carrying from my life experience, the things that happened to me, the things that I've experienced, carrying that, like I was suffering inside, and it was like hell. I always describe my my past marriage as being in hell. Not just was that hell for me, like I was suffering from my own internal hell, things that I was struggling with within myself. So that was hell. I was experiencing hell on earth. But we all get to choose what we want our experience to be, right? And we don't always get to choose like what we're going to experience per se, but once we experience these things, we get to choose how we want to let it affect our life, right? So if you decide you want to hold on to it and let it turn you into a nasty person, a mean person, a person who say, oh, I was hurt, so I'm going to hurt people. If you decide to do that, then that's your choice. But you also can be somebody who decide, you know what? I've been hurt. I know what that feels like. So I'm not going to project that or do that to other people. You know what I'm saying? So you make a conscious choice to show up differently. And so, um, No, I don't go to church. I used to go to church. I was a Christian in 2020, 2014, 2014. But yeah, that chapter is closed for me. But during that time, that's what I was struggling with. But I've done all the work, and I'm continuing to do the work. The work is never done. Like every day that you're breathing, you're working on yourself if you choose to, you know? And it's a choice. So every day I'm making a choice just to do what I need to do to be aware of me and how I'm showing up in life. But the Four Agreements is a good book to read just to kind of give you a different perspective on how to see and view your life. So that's what that is. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. What? Please return me. What does that even mean? Just a little bit wiser. Hello, hello, hello. But yeah. So it's not waiting until you leave, until you die to experience heaven. Like it's creating it within yourself and creating it all around you. There is a such thing as experiencing heaven on earth and also experiencing hell. It's all about our perception. It's all about our choices, how we let things affect us, how we moving forward after we experience certain things. The power is in our hands. Like, it's within us. We get to choose all the things. So, just, allowing yourself to not get stuck in not so good feelings. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I be cracking myself up. I'm just laughing because I feel like I was asked the question if I go to church and I said no. And as soon as I said that, all the people that was in the chat left. Oh goodness. Hmm. Where's hold on. Hello, hello, hello. Shoot, I ain't got no more. Where is it? I'm just hanging out, waiting for my daughter to get out of her appointment. So that's what I'm doing. Smoothie King. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna read that part because I'm gonna go live again later me and my niece. And we gonna dive deeper into this conversation because me and her love this book. But it's the Four Agreements, and it's talking about, like I was saying earlier, like I read this morning, I was reading a part and I posted it on my page, just talking about heaven on earth. And it was just saying, like, imagine that you have permission to be happy and to really enjoy your life. Your life is free of conflict with yourself and with others. Just that part right there, like, we can just stop and just marinate on that. Like, what does that feel like? Can you even imagine your life? Could you imagine you are giving yourself permission to be happy, to really enjoy your life, and imagine your life being free of conflict with yourself? And I love how I say with yourself first, because we really battling ourselves every day. The true battle is within us, but we try to project it outside of us. So then, we arguing with people, we fighting, we going back and forth. But at the end of the day, when we stop and we really think about it, if we really stop and just reflect, observe what's really going on in the moment of it, you realize and you see that, oh, where did this start? Where is this coming from? And you start asking those questions, it's always gonna come back to you. Like, it's always gonna the true issue, the core issue. Because yes, that person may have irritated you or whatever, but it triggers something. So when I read that, I was like, wow, just imagining your life, giving yourself permission to be happy, imagining your life without conflict with yourself and with others. To me, that sounds like heaven on earth to me. Being at peace with yourself and at peace with others. When you're at peace with yourself and you accept you accept others for who they are and how they're showing up. You just let them be who they are. You know what I'm saying? Set your boundaries. Speak up for yourself. Do all the things that you need to do to make sure that other people are not affecting you in a negative way that's causing you harm. But recognizing that and giving yourself permission to be happy. I love that. So then it says, imagine living your life without fear of expressing your dreams. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. And when you want it, you are free to change your life the way you really want to. You are not afraid to ask for what you need, to say yes or no to anything or anyone. That's another beautiful part. Because, a lot of people struggle with their no. Saying no. Like, we say yes to stuff, and I'm saying we because I do the same thing. I used to do it a lot. Now I'm conscious of it. My no is my no. My yes is my yes. If I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. So let your no be your no and your yes be your yes. And I've gotten to the point to where I realize no is a complete sentence. I don't have to give you an explanation why. It's just no. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And my son was like, no, it's not a complete sentence. Why you don't want to do it? Especially with my kids. It's a no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I love that. I love that part of the book. And then it says, imagine living your life without fear of being judged by others. You no longer rule your behavior according to what others may think about you. You are no longer responsible for anyone's opinion. You have no need to control anyone, and no one controls you either. Oh man, I read this and I was like, I'm experiencing heaven on earth because that's where I am in my life. That's where I'm at. I'm living my life without fear of being judged of others. And it feels good. It feels good. And you're no longer ruled by the behavior of others and other people's opinions and judgments. Like, yes. So I love that. So reading this today, it just reminded me of how much work I have put into me and to see the results of that work. So reading this reminded me that, yeah, I did the work. I'm here. I'm here. I've arrived. Imagine living your life without judging others. You can easily forgive others and let go of any judgment that you have. You don't have the need to be right, and you don't need to make anyone else wrong. You respect yourself and everyone else, and they respect you in return. That sounds like heaven to me. Sounds like heaven on earth to me. And who don't want to experience heaven on earth? Like, that whole concept of waiting till you die to be happy, to have joy, is mind blowing to me. It's like, so wait, I was born to live my life to suffer and then die, and then, yeah, you know what? That's a whole nother conversation. But to me, it don't make no sense. So my question was, how can I experience what they're describing to be heaven in the world? Like, how can I experience that on earth? How can I begin to experience that? Because I'm not going to live all my whole life suffering to wait to die to have joy, to have peace, to be happy. Like, that's something really to think about. You come, you live, you experience life. Some people really have harder lives than others. But that mindset of I'm supposed to suffer, die, and then be happy is insane to me. It's insane to me. It's insane to me. So, my question was, how do I experience what the world describes as heaven while I'm here? Because I want that. Let me experience heaven on earth. And guess what? My soul took me on a journey, and I have arrived to experiencing heaven on earth. And it started within me. Like, it's in me right now. It's not because I have a fancy car. It's not because I have a big mansion. It's not because I have all the things or I can go out and buy whatever I want. No. No, that's not it. It's because I have accepted me and all of me. I have made peace with who I am. I made peace with me. And because I made peace with me and I came back home to me, reconnected to my soul, guess what? I'm experiencing heaven on earth. Internal heaven. And now the things around me are starting to reflect that same beauty that I found within myself. So yes, we can experience heaven on earth and we can experience hell on earth. I've experienced hell, so now I'm in my experience in heaven because I said it has to be more than this to life. And it ain't about, I know the material stuff wasn't bringing me joy. It wasn't giving me peace, internal peace. It wasn't doing none of that for me. It wasn't fixing nothing that I was struggling with inside. I had to go in and first of all, just accept all the things that was happening. Like, accept that it sucked. Accept that I was hurting. Accept that I was struggling with life. I had to accept the fact that I had got to the point to where I no longer wanted to live. I had to accept that. And then I had to make a choice to live. You know? I had to accept all of that. I had to accept the fact that I have the power to choose what I want my life to look like. And it ain't going to happen overnight. I had to accept the fact that it's going to happen one moment at a time. One choice at a time. I had to be okay with that. So, accepting me, accepting yourself, all of you, where you are right now, coming to that space, it gives you peace within, and then you begin to experience heaven on earth. Hello, I got bullied, so I want to come here to speak to someone without them being mean. If you're still here, sure, speak about it. I'm sorry to hear that you got bullied. I do. And I do trust in God. And I know God is on the inside of me. So when I came back to trusting me, I was able to fully and completely trust the divine. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I know it's on the inside of me. It's nothing outside of me. And I say that lightly. I say that because in religion, it teaches you to look outside of yourself. That source is outside of you. And that's a whole nother type of energy. But when you know that source is on the inside of you, it's in everything. So it is outside of you too, because then you begin to see, when you see it inside of you and you know it's inside of you, you begin to see that it's in everything outside of you too. It's the trees, it's the sky, it's the sun, it's the moon. Hello, hello, hello. It's, you see God in everything. The wind blowing, like it's all the things, the squirrels, the dogs, the cats, like it's everything, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But it's understanding that it's in you first. It's not some thing that's outside of you that, oh, if you're not doing the right thing, then you're disconnected from. No, nothing separates you from source. Nothing separates you from source. So yes, I do. I trust with my whole heart and soul, every fiber in my being. Like I know that I know. I am that I am. So I love that you asked that question. It was hard for me to trust fully in the divine because I didn't trust myself. So that caused the disconnect. It wasn't so much that I was doing anything wrong. I didn't trust myself and therefore caused the disconnect. But I still wasn't disconnected then, you know? Even when we feel like we're separated from sources right there, the divine right there, just loving on you. When you start loving on you, you embrace the love of the divine and you begin to see it in you and all around you. So, boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so I read that today. I was like, oh my goodness. Because the first time I read this book, I was reading it and it like confirmed so many things that I knew. I didn't know how I knew, but I knew it. It was just this internal knowing. And then when I read the book, I was like, okay, I knew that, but I'm still struggling with these things in this area. And I read the whole book. It gave me clarity on a lot of things. And so then I just started living my life. And I think I first read this book in 2015. And I haven't picked it up since. And I just picked it up the other day. And when I was reading it, I was like, oh my goodness, I have come to this point of continuing to master just life. And it's like, no, you're not perfect. It's not saying that you're going to wake up and just get everything right. Excuse me. It's not saying that you're going to wake up and just get everything right. I have it all figured out. Or like you just come to this point of complete bliss and you're just perfect person and you don't mess up. No. It's saying every day that I wake up, I get to choose. Every day I wake up, oh, I messed up. It's not beating yourself up. It's not judging yourself. It's like, man, I'm working on it. And I see where I slipped up yesterday, but today is a new day. So let me try. Let me try and do this again because I really want to master this thing. So it just feels good to just be in a space of giving myself grace and allowing myself to make mistakes, knowing that I'm not perfect. I'm embracing my imperfections. I'm allowing myself to keep my heart open to learning and growing. So, yeah, I just want to continue to experience heaven on earth, and then just be a guiding light to help other people to experience the same thing. So, that's where I'm at with it. It's like I'm in heaven and it feels good. It feels good. It feels good, baby. Heaven on earth. Oh, tree. Hello, hello, hello. We finally got our first snow day before yesterday. So I'm just looking at the snow on the trees. But oh, I'm excited because me and my niece gonna go live later and talk about. We're gonna dive into these 4 agreements and how we apply them to our life and what that looks like. Because you know, we put so much pressure on ourselves to just be perfect. And I know that pressure is coming from the world. Like, just be perfect. Like, they want to tell you that you're not perfect, but then they put all the pressure on you to be perfect. And I just say, just dismantle all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just know that it's okay not to be perfect. Like, that feels good. That energy feels good. Oh, I love it. They're always putting on this show for me. Hello. Hello, 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 birdies. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Denzel Washington. Interesting. Just the two of us. I still have a little more time. Oh, goodness. I can see some people just don't have nothing better to do with their time, though. Are you Denzel Washington? Huh? Is that your name? Hmm. I just love being in this space where people don't bother me. I'm so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. I know what it's like. I know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to each his own. I'm going to just laugh at you because laughter is good for the soul. You know? Laughter is medicine, baby. So instead of being irritated by people, let them get under my skin, I just laugh. I am. I'm cool. If you say so. Your perception of me doesn't define me. I know who I am, baby. Hmm. I know who I am, baby. You hear me? You heard me. Oh boy. Oh goodness. You have no idea. Oh. Doing these lives is the biggest lesson for me, and it feels so good. Because guess what? You can do all the work. You can say all the things to yourself, baby, but until you put in a position to see how much you have grown, you can say, people don't bother me. They don't get under my skin. It's not until you in a position for people to try to get under your skin and see how unbothered you are. People in their projections. People in their projections, baby. They try to make you be they try to make you be who they want you to be. But that's why you have to know who you are. Hello, hello, hello. Because people going to say all the things. They going to judge you. They going to try to create their own narratives about you. But guess what? That's why it's important to know who you are. Know who you are and stand in your truth. Be your authentic self and be okay with who you are. Hello, hello, hello. I see you, Hannah. But yeah, so I just use everything as fuel to better myself, to be a better version of me. So when people want to be crazy, sometimes I put them in timeout. But my cousin told me today, I was talking to her, I was just putting people in timeout. I just put them in timeout. This timeout feature on here, I love it. But she was like, give people a chance to correct themselves, And then if they don't act accordingly, then put them in timeout. But, you know what it is. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Oh boy. Hello, hello, hello. A lot of people just popping in and out, but I just want to acknowledge that I see you here. I'm just passing the time for now. Passing time and still being my awesome self at the same time, It's a win-win. My name is Queen. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh, somebody loves you, baby. And you know who it is. Patti LaBelle, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's a cute walker. She too fly, baby, with her pink walker. I love it how people still be so fashionable with their things. She got a pink walker, her pink shades, her pink shirt. So I'ma just guess that pink is her favorite color. And she looking fly. Mm-hmm. Why that song started playing? I like that song too. Somebody loves you, baby. Somebody need to know they love today. Okay? That song started playing out the blue. Somebody loves you, baby. And you know who it is. All right. How's y'all day? Don't just leave me here singing by myself. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. I mean, you don't have to, because I'm a chat regardless. I'm going to talk about whatever comes to my heart to talk about. But hey, it's always fun interacting with people in the chat. No pressure. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one to up the score with them. Or you can just watch me. That's it. You know. I know how it is. I was that person once too that was afraid to be in the chat. It took me a long time to start commenting on people's pages and leaving comments. I always wanted to, but I was always so afraid. And what was I afraid of? Other people's judgment. So I would want to say something, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to say anything. What if people judge what I say? And now I make myself comments. I make myself ask questions. I put myself out there because why am I afraid of what other people think? Why am I afraid of other people's judgment? My voice matters. My questions matter. You know? You just never know. You never know. So you don't have to be afraid. But then I understand too. So I hold space and I have compassion. So people may ask, like, if you have people there watching and they're not saying anything, why do you stay there? Why do you still talk? Because I was once that person who was too afraid to say anything, and I just listened because I needed to hear what that person was saying. And as much as I wanted to interact, I was too afraid to. But I always had the urge to say something or maybe ask a question to the person who was talking. And I was too scared. So that's why. Because I understand. I was once that person. It's almost time. So, I have been on a path to embracing my imperfections. Yeah. So I get excited when I like spot something that is not perfect about myself, but I say, "Oh, look." So I'm gonna share with y'all like today. I mean, not today. Yes, 2 days ago. So I've always been somebody who had really good skin. Like my face, I don't do all the things. I don't wear makeup. You know, I've worn makeup before, but I don't wear makeup, and I don't put a lot of stuff on my face. I just wash it. So my skin has always been like majority of my life just clear, you know, beautiful skin, as people describe. Oh, your skin is so beautiful. You don't put nothing on it? No. And the other day I got up and I had a pimple right here. Big. It's going down now, but I was like, what is this? Like, I've never suffered with like acne or even growing up. You know, like when you hit puberty and your body start to change, you start to, have breakouts and stuff. Nope, that wasn't my story. And I seen that. I was like, oh wow, I got a pimple. People always told me my skin was perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. See, I'm not perfect. I'm just showing you that I have breakouts in my face. So, I'm just finding joy in just all the things. I was like, why is it here? Like, why did my face break out all of a sudden? Well, probably something I ate. My friend was like, girl, you're getting up there in age. You're getting up there. I was like, I guess. But, then I was going to bed last night and I said, oh, look like some breakouts coming over here. And then I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I mean, it's going to clear up. I know it is because my skin going to do what it do. But, I'm not about to freak out about it. I try to cover it up. Ouch. Wait. Oh. Dang, it's freezing out though. The hawk is hawking. Oh. All right. Let me put my shoes back on. My daughter has arrived. She's back. So now I can go home. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop back on here later because me and my niece about to get on here and talk about the 4 agreements. So, I will see y'all later if you join. To all the people that joined and kept me company while I was waiting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I'll see y'all later. Peace, love, and lights. And y'all have a beautiful day.